Hi, I'm Rob Runacres from the Renaissance Sword Club, and I'm doing another video for those of us who are stuck at home during this time. So Sam's done some really nice videos on footwork, and I just wanted to do a couple of things. Really, firstly, talking about just checking your posture whilst you're training at home, because obviously you're not likely to have someone checking for you. And secondly, to give you some options as to what you can do to make a little form or a kata, if you will, when you're trying to train. So when you come to stance, one thing that a lot of people do, I notice, and do notice I have a deeper stance than Sam does, by the way, is often their front foot's going to start rolling around like this. That knee will come there, and you may find that when you're trying to do an aggressive attack forwards, you end up almost as if you're going to give a side kick. And it may be that you're actually leaning too far over and your ass is sticking out, basically. So try and roll your pelvis slightly forwards into a neutral stance, and make sure you've got your weight. If you're doing my particular form of sword and dagger, it's slightly more neutral. And you should start to feel, if you get it right, you should feel it on the quad on the outside of the rear leg there. If it starts to burn, that's a good sign. So really try and make sure you're here. Now, when you're doing your lunge, obviously you want to extend your arms out forwards and follow the arms out like so. Try not to let your knee go beyond your toes. It's a bad habit I sometimes have when you do this. And the other thing to really work on when you're lunging out is when you come back, don't pull back from the hips like this. Try and soften your leg to come back. So it's almost as if you're pulling your front foot back as you retreat. That's obviously if you're retreating, not if you're gathering forwards. Okay, so if you want to do some drills with the sword and dagger, and obviously watch out for space, as we've discussed before, try to do something like maybe lunge forward like this, and then perhaps come back into prima, and then turn, and maybe give something in fourth, and then come back to guard. So try and vary the lunges you do. You can do like 10 in one lunge form, and then 10 in another, and 10 in another. It gets a bit boring. So try and move around, and try and move your hips. So deliver an attack if you want to do a really extended one. Bring it back in here. Maybe try and lunge forward in prima and keep your dagger forwards. So just try and vary what you're doing, and try and move your hands around with your hips. So you're just flowing forwards and backwards. And you can do that static if you want, if you don't have much space. Obviously, if you have got a bit of space for a corridor, please use that and move up and down. Cheers, I hope that's useful.